Hey everyone, this is Kevin Tanner with Kevin's Micro Fleet. Today I'm coming to you with another review from Micro Galaxy Squadron. We're going to be taking a look at the Series 4 Scout class. We're going to be looking at the Ewok on his glider. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the figure, at the glider itself. We're going to do some measurements and then we'll do a comparison. Let's go ahead and dive into the review. So let's go ahead and start with the packaging. So all of these come in this little box here. And inside of here is going to be a little blister pack that will actually have the figure, vehicle, and stand in it. So let's go ahead and start here with the front. So we got a chance to see some of the artwork here, which is great. You got Series 4 on there, and then you have your little picture there. That should be C-3PO in the escape pod. As we turn this here to the side, we get a little bit more of the box art here. You got a B-wing in the background. You got the Imperial shuttle, which looks really cool at the top. There's the bottom. This is your chase vehicle here with Paplu and speeder bike that's on fire. And then here are all of the different vehicles that come in Series 4. So we're going to be taking a look at this one right here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look first at the figure. So this is awesome. I'm so excited that we actually got an Ewok, and here he is. So you can see here, it's just so funny looking. He looks like he's got you know, a huge handlebar mustache there, but it's got some great detail to it. You can see the texture there of like his fur. Got the paint on his little hat there that he's got on, or whatever you want to call that, or hood. He does have some articulation in the arms as well, and that's about it. So I want to do a quick measurement just to see how big he is. So he is like a little more than half an inch. Now, the one thing I do want to do is compare him to his counterpart, which would be the Action Fleet version, which I have here in the background. So with the Action Fleet version, go ahead and get him out of there, you'll see that the Action Fleet version is much bigger. So he's obviously carrying a stone as well, which is awesome. It's just like happens in the movie where he drops the stone on the big ATST. And so there you can see them compared next to one another. So the great thing about the Micro Galaxy version, it's a little more in scale with what an Ewok would actually be relative to like a normal figure. But the Action Fleet version does actually have articulation here in the arms and the legs. It's stuck there. It's been like that for years, so probably not going to get him to move. But that is that. So now if we go ahead and take a look at the stand here, this is the first stand that we get like this, and I'm really excited to see that they do this, how it's different with each individual type of vehicle. So on this one, we can obviously see there's a little peg hole there on the side and on the top to be able to put the glider in here like this, or we can put him in here on the side. I would say it probably goes like that. So that way you can fly him around. Really cool feature that they did with the actual stands here to have two different orientations. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the glider itself. And this thing is really impressive. I am super impressed with the quality of this. This is a really hard plastic. You can see I'm trying to bend that. It doesn't really move very much. And I love the little negative space that they get here on the edges. There's great texture on it as well. The wash that they put on this looks really nice. It helps to weather it really nicely. So it actually looks like, like an animal hide or something that's stretched over top of it. Great detailing there on the, rope and everything as well. So if you look at this one, obviously compared to the Action Fleet version, you can see, quite a bit of difference. So the Action Fleet one looks much more like I'd call it like a kite maybe. And the Micro Galaxy one looks much more like a glider that an Ewok would build. And so you can see the difference obviously in the size as well. Now, if there was any one thing that I didn't like about this, it's the tightness of this C-clamp or C thing there to be able to hold this guy in. So you can kind of get his legs in there like that, which obviously doesn't look right. And you can see just by how wide his belly is, there's no way to get him inside of that clip. So the best way I found was to put his arms up like this, and then you'll put him in this way, and then twist him. That's the best way to get him into the actual clip there. And in this scenario, it still looks pretty cool with his arms out like he's doing his Superman. But this thing is super cool. I can't wait to get my hands on lots of these. So let's measure the glider really quick, just so that way we have it. So this is about 2 3/4 inches. And then from a height perspective, it's about 1 inch. And again, the great thing about this is you could really just make an army of these guys. You know, just the Ewoks themselves, and then as well as with the gliders to be able to kind of fly them around all over the place. So this is, again, really nice that this one comes with a stand. Obviously, the Action Fleet one doesn't. And so this clip here, you know, when you clip him in, again, it's pretty tight. The other one that I have actually broke. But I want to show you one other thing really quick, just to show the scale of the Ewok to an actual figure. So here is our Luke Skywalker figure, and there is your Ewok. He's, yeah, about up to his waist, maybe just above his waist. So maybe just a tiny bit bigger than what we might actually have in the movie, but that is that. So that is your review here for the Ewok and his glider. If you like this review, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the page. Also, if you look down below, you'll see a link to a Facebook page I run with some other friends from all over the world. And then also there are a bunch of links down there to be able to get some of the Micro Galaxy Squadron stuff on Amazon. If you could go ahead and click on those links and get whatever you want, that'd be great. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on the next review.